Welcome to Carnem Prime Steakhouse here on 5th Avenue in Park Slope, Brooklyn. My name is David DeSalvo and I'm the executive chef. At Carnem, we work hard to source and prepare the finest quality meats available in the U.S. We work closely with master purveyors in the Bronx to hand select the finest U.S.D.A. Prime certified Angus beef that is dry aged for us for 28 days. Now join me in the kitchen so that I can show you some of the top 1.5% of all U.S.D.A. prime beef in the U.S. Welcome to the kitchen where it can be loud and crazy sometimes. Fat equals flavor in the food world. Now, when the intramuscular fat that you see throughout this rib chop melts when it's inside the broiler fired around 1,000 degrees, you're going to get flavor evenly distributed throughout the meat. The reason we go with certified Angus beef is we believe in the product. They work very closely with ranchers to select the finest cattle. You want fat that is evenly distributed. You don't want big chunks in one piece or in one place or another. The reason we have the steak dry aged is we want to evaporate any excess moisture, and we also want to help tenderize the meat. It's held at about 32 to 33 degrees Fahrenheit for about 28 days. And what this does is it helps tenderize the meat for us, so we don't have to do anything except put some salt, some butter, or oil into the broiler, and that's it. Besides steaks at Carnem, we also serve the freshest seafood available to us. We serve fresh branzino whole, we serve fresh Scottish salmon, and Chilean sea bass. And I'd like to show you actually our Scottish salmon prepared in carta fatta. Carta fatta in Italian means magic paper. And what it is a clear aluminum foil, not plastic, that we bake the fish inside at about 350 degrees for 12 minutes or so. That way all of the freshness of the ingredients and the fish are inside the bag and then presented tableside. So the guest gets a real experience of not just a visual presentation, but smelling the aromatics as we open the bag. And now I'd like to prepare the Scottish salmon fillet in carta fatta. Here we have the Scottish salmon fillet with some chef's vegetables. I have some asparagus, baby carrots, French green beans or haricot vert, some squash, some fingerling potato, cauliflower, and cherry tomatoes. And what we're going to do is we're going to place all the vegetables inside the carta fatta in the paper. Then we're going to place our salmon on top. The reason I decided to cook inside the carta fatta is because I want to preserve the freshness of the ingredients. It's not sauteed or fried in a lot of oil. We just use a little bit of butter, a little white wine, and it's steamed inside the bag. We believe in freshness. The ingredients speak for themselves. So what we're going to do is roll the magic paper so that it creates a seal so that when it steams, none of the juice or steam leave the bag. We tie off both ends with a little bit of butcher's twine, which is removed just before going out, and then tableside the server will open the bag in front of the guest. Now that we have our salmon and our vegetables inside the magic paper, we're going to place it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 13 minutes. We're steaming the salmon inside the magic paper right now, and we're waiting for it to come out. And as you will see, all of the steam, all of the white wine, moisture from the fish, it's preserved inside. So the guest will see it as it's opened in front of them. The salmon right out of the oven, and this is how we present it at the table. The server will slowly open the bag and allow the guest to experience all of the aromatics and steam. It's very safe since it's aluminum. It's not hot to the touch, and as you can see, all of the vegetables and the fish are perfectly cooked. It smells wonderful. The salmon just flakes apart ever so gently. And as you can see, it's perfectly cooked inside, nice and tender. Enough talk, come and try us for yourself.